Good afternoon, everyone. I'm James Crummell. You might say today is Real ID Eve. Tomorrow is the big day when you need federally approved identification to get beyond the TSA checkpoint at an airport. What happens if you don't? What happens if the person in front of you doesn't and holds up the line? Our Seth Kaplan doesn't have a flight today, so he's on this side of the TSA checkpoint at Harrisburg International Airport today, and he joins us there live. Good afternoon to you, Seth.
Good afternoon to you, James. Yeah, look, tomorrow to get through there, you're going to need to be two things. You need to be a ticketed passenger, which I am not, which is why I can't get through there today or tomorrow. But you will also need that gold star on your Real ID. It's on the top right corner of your driver's license if you have one, or a passport. You can bring that through too. Look, flights are going to be coming and going here tomorrow as normal. The question is whether all the people who are supposed to be on those flights will actually be in their seats. The answer is no one knows for sure. That's the short answer anyway. You can bet someone is going to show up without Real ID. The longer answer, folks here at HIA are cautiously optimistic it won't be too bad. See, something like half or more of Pennsylvanians have a Real ID or a passport at this point, and people who plan to fly are more likely to have made sure to have one than other people. The airport folks tell us fewer than 10% of travelers recently have not already had their Real ID, and that is before the requirement. Still, they will be ready for whatever happens.
TSA, when you get here tomorrow, they'll be going through and identifying those that are compliant, those that aren't. Those that are not compliant, they have a procedure in place to deal with what they have to do to make sure they get you through the checkpoint while complying with the law. And that should keep people away, those who are prepared, away, so there aren't major delays. We are still asking people to come in a little early tomorrow, just in case. Again, we don't know if it's 5 people that are impacted or 50 people or 500 people. We don't expect 500. We expect a few.
That's the best bet, partly because, look, no accident that they're starting this on a Wednesday, which is one of the lighter travel days of the week. Today, Tuesday and Wednesday are two of the lightest days of the week. Also, what's good here is that most of the people who come through Wednesday, especially early, tend to be more business travelers, frequent travelers. The only airlines that have flights early tomorrow morning are American, Delta, United, which tend to have more of a mix of those frequent business travelers. An airline like Allegiant, for example, has one flight later tomorrow afternoon. Frontier, which also carries a lot of leisure passengers, James, doesn't even fly tomorrow. They fly to Orlando, but not tomorrow. So a pretty good day to kind of test things out. As for what happens when somebody doesn't have it, they've got it worked out. Those people are going to get sent over to a different area so that they don't hold up the line for everybody else, and they'll do what they can for those people, because Dirty Little Secret, James, is, all the time, whether it's this or something else, there's always some way to help people. It just might take a really long time.
Absolutely, and that's such an important point. Even the Homeland Security Secretary is saying that today. They've been hammering home that this date where the Real ID deadline is going to kick in. But if you get there, they're not going to drag you out of the airport if you happen not to have it tomorrow.
Right, they're going to do what they can for you, which is always the case. Again, that's not, let's say if you flew from Harrisburg to somewhere else, and while you were there, you lost your driver's license and you showed up at the airport to come home, a year ago even, they're going to try to work with you to identify you and do extra screening and try to get you home. I once had my passport stolen while I was aboard. I arrived back in the country, didn't have my passport. Well, here I am. I got in somehow, right? It wasn't easy. And so that's going to be the case here. And the difference is that there might be more people than usual in that kind of a situation.
So definitely give yourself some extra time if you are headed to the airport. Seth Kaplan, as always, with great advice there at Harrisburg International Airport. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much for that.